As a position 5 player, the draft is the simplest part of the game. You want to pick as early in the draft as possible in a pub game. The enemy team can certainly counterpick you when you pick early, but if they are countering a position 5 and not countering your mid or carry, this puts them in a poor position for the match ahead. You can always wait a few seconds in case one of your teammates wants to deliberately first pick a hero they think is overpowered. However, if no one is picking, make sure you first pick before your team loses gold. Because you are picking so early, you don't have to worry much about counter picks. This is your teammates' responsibility. As your experience in Dota grows, you will just get better and better at recognizing which heroes are good against other ones, and your ability at countering when you do have to pick later will naturally get better over time. So when you do have to choose what to pick, you have a few options depending on how you're playing. If you are playing to improve, I recommend just picking one single position 5 hero, say Jakiro or Witch Doctor, that you can play for 10 games in a row. By spamming one hero, it frees your brain up, spending less time focused on the individual hero abilities and points, and more time focusing on wider game concepts that apply to all heroes. This will help you learn the game of Dota itself quicker than if you play a different hero every game. However, if you are playing for fun, playing the same hero 10 games in a row may not be fun, so just pick whatever you feel like. If you want to win and want to pick a strong position 5, well, there's a good chance that the strong position 5 heroes when I made this video are not the strong position 5 heroes when you are watching this video. Therefore, if you want to pick a strong position 5, you need to be watching either recent pro games or high level pub streams and seeing what position 5 heroes they pick or ban a lot. Onto items. You want to make sure you buy and share items before the game starts. If you do it after the game has started, then you are late out of base, and being late out of base is bad because it lets the other team plant their observer wards in deep positions, which they wouldn't be able to do if you immediately run out of base. I have the same set of starting items I purchase on every single position 5 hero. I buy the courier, 2 sets of tangos, both observer wards, a mango, a clarity, and 1 sentry ward. This demonstrates how you can share 2 of your tangos with mid, so they don't have to buy their own, and share the observer wards with the offlaner. You just left click, find your mid, give him 2 tangos, and then observer ward, 1 to your mid, and then 1 to your offlaner. And when you start the game, run straight out of base, run to this area, so you can stop the enemy from placing observer wards there. And your mid has his tangos and his ward already when the game starts and loads in. If you don't trust your mid laner to place his ward, you can keep it for yourself and run mid at the start and place it early for him. Also, if you're facing no level 1 invisibility heroes, feel free to trade the sentry for either another clarity and a branch or another set of tangos. However, I prefer to stick with the sentry for dewarding purposes. If you are quick out of base and you spot the enemy placing their observer wards, starting off with the sentry lets you immediately deward it without having to use the courier, which may be needed by your mid laner for the first couple of minutes.